Hello, friends. This is a very late night stream. I can see I just scratched myself, but I'm back from Disneyland and it was extremely rainy, at least for like 2 to 3 days that I was there. It was pretty intense. So I'm just kind of going to be talking about that experience and also unpacking all my little travel stuff as we go along here. Because I am going to be using some of this tonight. So let me start unpacking and start chit-chatting, I guess. So I went to Disneyland for 3 days. I went the 30th, the 31st, and the 1st. So yesterday, day before that, and the day before that. So it was, I don't even know what day it is. So it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday I was there, which is like, hindsight, probably a bad idea because it was very busy, except for the fact that it was raining, so it was not super busy late at night. So the 30th like wasn't too bad. It like wasn't super rainy. Like it was like lightly drizzling during the day. It like wasn't awful. Like when I go to Disneyland, I try to go like as early as I can in the morning, and then I will like take a little like lunch or dinner break and then come back like later in the night at the park, just because it gets like super busy midday. So I like to kind of miss the midday rush and just kind of go early in the morning and then like late at night because it's less busy. You just get to ride more rides and see more stuff. So the first day I was there, I'm dropping everything. So the first day I was there, it wasn't too bad, drizzling lightly, but like when I went back to the hotel to do like a little like lunch dinner meal kind of away from Disneyland because it was very expensive to do it at Disneyland. I like put on a little poncho because it was drizzling lightly. It wasn't too bad. And then the 31st, it was like a huge storm like came in. There was like 2 inches of rain that got dropped on the city that I was in, and it was just kind of crazy. It was just like ponchos all day. Like I've just never like spent that much time in the rain, I think like ever in my life. So it was very interesting being in the rain. And like I don't know, I tried to like be like festive for the countdown, but honestly it was just like about survival at that point in time. Just because like it was just so incredibly rainy and crazy at the park. Like I like don't like to buy that much food in the park unless it's like super aesthetic and unique. Because I literally at Disneyland I bought, aside from souvenirs for myself in terms of food, I bought like one cookie that was like $7. Um, yeah, and I bought like the only other thing I bought was hot chocolates, like literally just for survival purposes on the 31st New Year's Eve because it was just raining so hard. It was absolutely insane. um, I feel like I'm not that good at multitasking because I'm trying to like unpack all of my makeup stuff. So like even I caved and bought some snackies at the park, which I'm not known to do. So that tells you something. So it was, don't know which of these I used and which I didn't. So I guess we're just gonna wash everything. So it was just incredibly rainy, but honestly it was nice in terms of like ride perspective because I was just like walking like right onto rides. I mean, I was like extremely wet and like in a poncho and like probably making the ride very moist. Like, I was just walking right onto rides. It worked out great. I just pretty much rode everything I wanted to in California Adventure because I heard that that was better for New Year's Eve because the park was built 50 years after Disneyland was built, so it's just better set up to handle crowds. But honestly, I don't think crowds were that big of an issue because no one was really there because it was extremely rainy on the 31st. But it was nice because I was just able to like walk on to like every ride that I wanted to get on. And then there's this Toy Story ride that is very fun because it's kind of like I don't know. They described it as like a shoot 'em up ride, so it's like very interactive, like you're playing like an interactive game. But it normally has like an hour wait because it's a fun little interactive game. And I basically walk right on the ride because I walked up to it and I was like, "Are you guys closed? Like there's no one in line." And they're like, "We just reopened." And I was like, "Great." That wasn't necessarily because it was raining though, or maybe it was. I don't know. It was just like a piece of good luck. So basically, I went on the ride like twice back to back, like, and I waited like, I don't know, like 30 seconds total. So that worked out really well for me there. I don't know if that's because it was raining or just like by happenstance, but like that worked out really well. And I was just like walking onto everything. Like I just like walked on some of the most popular rides, like soaring over, I guess it's soaring over the world now, not soaring over California. I just walked right on it pretty much. I mean, there's maybe like a 15-minute wait, but it was really not too bad. So that was a really nice advantage of going in the rain. I certainly would not recommend that as a park going strategy though, because a lot of my stuff is still wet like 2 days later. And it's like been out drying. So it's not like it's like I shoved it all back in my suitcase. Like just my stuff is not dry. But it was interesting. It was just kind of one of those things that like unfortunately worked out that way, where it was like the days that I went just happened to be super rainy, and what was I gonna do? Not go? I was already there. We'd already paid for 3-day tickets, so had to go. But it was a unique experience. It was certainly unique. I feel like it is taking me like 2 days to unpack all of my travel stuff here, because I'm trying to tell a little story as I unpack all this. And I'm trying to figure out which of this stuff is my travel stuff and which is my normal stuff. We just have a lot of stuff generally here. And I see that my little thing of tiny elastics opened up in my luggage. So we also just have tiny elastics everywhere in here. So I guess the moral of that story is, oh my gosh, there's like so much stuff that fell in my bag here. Going in the rain was not super desirable, but it can be done. And it's kind of nice in terms of crowds because no one else wants to be there when it rains, or just like generally outside when it rains, as I've seen. And to be fair, I didn't really want to be outside in the rain, but I'm like a pretty like diehard Disney person, like in terms of going to the parks. So I did drag my whole family out with me. All right, I think I have finally unpacked my travel bag. So now we can start taking my face off. Also, another tip, if you are going to Disneyland and you know it's going to be rainy, bring a poncho, because I got ponchos from like the dollar store for like $1, $1.25, whatever. And they're $12 in the park, and you will want a poncho. So pack a poncho. I did bring an umbrella, but I didn't use it that much just because it felt like kind of obnoxious because there's so many people all over the place. But you could bring an umbrella if you wanted to. I think just like for times where there's less crowds, but it was an interesting New Year's Eve because I was just trying so hard not to get wet that like I couldn't even really see like the countdown little show that they had going. I was just kind of like trying to take shelter, and I like bought my like very expensive like hot chocolate. So not very expensive. It was like $3.50. So it was like not bad, but it was interesting. I was like, I had like packed all these like super cute outfits for Disney, but honestly, just like fashion was out the window. Like it was just like all about survival. Like most of the days I was there, because I was just trying to make sure like my poncho on and like I don't know. I just like I got so rained on. It's like when your shoes are squishy, like and you can like feel how squishy they are. I was like, we got so wet out in the rain, and the park stayed open until like 2 o'clock, like for New Year's Eve, and I was like, well, I stayed till 2, and I could like really ride a lot of rides because there's like not a lot of people here, especially after the countdown. But like I was just like so soaked with rain. I'm like, okay, we did the countdown, we're going home now. But it was sad once I got to the hotel. It like stopped raining. I was like, I should have just taken shelter somewhere for like a half hour and like waited it out, but that's okay. So let's get into skincare. When I travel, I just bring a couple of skincare things with me. So I'm going to be doing kind of like a little bit more back into my routine now. So I'm going to first remove my makeup, since I am doing like a little bit of a wing. I've been trying to like wing my eyeliner more because I do feel like it's just kind of like a more, I don't know, fun look than regular. And I'm not that great at winged eyeliner, so I just keep doing it, and hoping I improve. So I'm going to go in here and remove this separately. So I'm going to go in with some oil-free eye makeup remover. It is the Target brand one, just because this is what I happen to have on hand. I'm just going to remove my eye makeup with it in particular, just because I have like a lot of eyeliner on my eyes, but I just don't want to smear all over my face with my other makeup removal. So we've got some of it off. I went crazy, but that's all right. Sorry, one more thing. I realized yesterday that I was out of eyebrow pencil, and I was like, well, that's unfortunate that I ran out on my trip. Thankfully, I only just had like today where I had no eyebrow pencil, but I was like, well, shucks. So let me make sure I have one of these for tomorrow when I'm trying to get ready, and I'm wondering where it is. All right, eye makeup has been removed for the most part. So I'm going to go in here with my Derma-E Skin Firming Antioxidant Cleanser. And I'm just going to go in on one side with the cleanser. And I know this is not how you're supposed to wash your face, but I'm too lazy and it's too cold for me to put my face under the faucet. So I just remove as much as I can with just kind of the face wash on my face here. While I was traveling, I had a little travel size of a face wash by La Roche-Posay, and that actually worked out pretty nice. So I maybe consider getting that one in the future once I run out of face wash. And then I'm going to take the other side of this little reusable puff that I did not use and just try to get off the soap that I put all over my face and a little bit more makeup as well. That's on my face. Is it perfect? No, but it works for me. And it's quite bad to sleep in your makeup, so I try to do what I can to not do that. So, all right, we now have a fresh-ish face. So, since I've just been using, so I pack this toner in my travel stuff. I pack the Ordinary Glycolic Acid, so this is kind of all I've been using for the last couple days. So I'm not going to use this, but I'm instead going to go in with my COSRX AHA BHA toner. AHAs and BHAs, from the reading that I've done, they're quite strong. So I'm not going to do too much else to my face just because I don't want to have too much of a weird reaction on my face. And this does just help with skin cell turnover. So I'm just going to put this toner all over my face. Try not to get too much near my eyes because I don't want to get it in my eyes. Put a little bit on my neck and chest as well here, just because I'm going to spread the skincare love. All right, I'm going to go in with my Differin gel. I'm just going to put this all over my face just to prevent acne, and again also to help with skin cell turnover. So fun fact, this shirt is, I feel like I look like the paper towel guy in it, but at my family Christmas, my aunt bought us all matching shirts. Well, I don't know if they're gonna be shirts or sweaters, but she got us like matching outfits. So the whole family was wearing this. It was kind of wholesome. And it's funny because this is like one of those things where it's like very, very long. Like if this wasn't tied up, this goes like partway down my leg. But it's actually kind of nifty. Like I feel like I'm turning into an old person because I kind of like it because it has like pockets in it. So I don't know. Once I'm done streaming, we're gonna just be a little more comfy without it tied up. All right, we've got that on. Now I'm going to put on, I've really been loving this, and I feel like I'm using it way too fast, and I think it's like a little bit pricey too, but I got this for Christmas, and we're already like, I don't know, I feel like I've used like a fifth of it or something. But this is by DHC. It is the Super Collagen Mist, and I love me a good mist because I don't know. I just feel like you can like apply products easier when it's a mist instead of putting it on my hands and like rubbing it in my face. If you've watched any of my like skincare stuff prior from like 2 months ago or earlier, I did have like a spray moisturizer that I loved putting on my face. But I ran out of it, so I'm liking this new spray. I have a bunch of new skincare stuff that I'm excited to try, but we're gonna like slowly start integrating it. Otherwise, my skin freaks out. I feel like when I like try too much new stuff at one time, so we're trying to like slowly do new skincare. But so far, I'm really liking the Super Collagen Mist. Is it making a huge difference in my face? I don't know, couldn't really tell you, but I have been like, so last time I went to Disneyland for my graduation in May, I got COVID. So I was so paranoid I was gonna get COVID again when I went to Disneyland. So I was like the one like weird person that like was wearing a mask and like, I don't know if it's like, if it's this or like if it's something else or maybe because it was freezing, but like I did not get a lot of mask acne, which I feel like normally I get like a huge like zit on my chin or something from like wearing masks. And so like I don't know, maybe this made the difference, maybe it didn't. I'll have to see like in the coming weeks, like if it truly made a difference, but I'm liking this so far. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of eye products here as we let all of that soak into my face. Oh, I forgot. I have my little Southwest snack from my flight. I just landed like an hour ago. I didn't eat my snack on the plane, so don't mind me if I have a little snack. All right, next up. We got a little brow serum. This is technically for your eyelashes and eyebrows. I got this from Amazon like a while ago, and it has just continued to last, so that is quite nice. And then I use this for my lashes just because it's more expensive, and I don't know. I don't really care about my eyebrows. Like, I don't have a lot of eyebrow, and I don't think there's anything that's gonna happen to like change that. So I do use this cheaper one on my brows. Not that it doesn't make a difference, but I just want to conserve the more expensive product. So I have this by Grande Cosmetics. This is the Grande Lash ND Lash Enhancing Serum. You just put this on your lash line like a mascara, not like a mascara, like an eyeliner. And I do feel like it makes a difference. It is a little bit pricey though, I will say that. So I do try to buy this like, I don't want to say like when it's on sale, but like when there's like some sort of like, because it does not really go on sale, but when there's like a deal for it, like I typically get it at Ulta Beauty, so like if they have like extra points on purchases, I'll buy it then, or like I buy the travel size, and sometimes like them or Target will do like oh, if you buy like 2 travel size things, you get 1 free. Like I'll try to buy like a couple of these then, because this is like $30 for this, and it only lasts like a couple of months. So I try to use it sparingly. I've also got another Grande Cosmetics product. This is the Grande Repair Leave-In Lash Conditioner. And this has lasted me quite a while. Like I think I've had this for like 6 months or something. And I can still feel that there's like product like coming out onto my eye. I don't know if I need this. I used to do my own lash extensions, just like the at-home ones, not like the professional ones. So I was like losing a fair number of eyelashes in that process. So that's why I bought this product originally, just to help strengthen my eyelashes. But I have not done that in a long time. So I don't know if I need this product. I don't know if I'd buy it again, but like, I think if you're doing something like false lashes and like your like lash extensions often, this would probably be a good one for you. All right, everything is soaked in now. So we're gonna go back to the face here. I'm gonna go in with, I was gonna do my nighttime moisturizer by Cetaphil, but I think I'm just gonna go in with this La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm. I will say I do really like this balm. I am running out of it, and I feel like it's fairly affordable. You can find this brand at drugstores, and as you can see, it goes on quite thick for a moisturizer, which I feel like is great. I know some like skincare people do use this during the day as like their daytime moisturizer, and For me, just because I do wear makeup every day, this is like a little bit intense for me for like a day moisturizer because it is just like so thick, and I'm just worried about like what my makeup would be like with this under it. So I do put this on at night, but there are definitely people that use this during the day as well. So nice multi-purpose tray. I want to make sure I put this down my neck as well, just so that we can alleviate some of the tech neck that I have, because I work in tech sort of. I'm always like hunching looking at my laptop screen, even though I have a full-size monitor, but I have the full-size monitor hooked up to my Xbox that I hardly use. So I'm just sitting here staring at my tiny laptop screen. So I want to try to get the skincare on the neck so that we avoid too much of that. So face portion is done. I'm just going to do a little bit to my hair. I did wash my hair this morning, but I don't think I did that good of a job. Just because I was using my travel shampoos and I was like doing it at the hotel. So hopefully some of this helps out. I am going to go in with the Ordinary Hair Care. This is the Multi-Peptide Serum for Hair Density. And I'm just going to drop this on my scalp and just do like a nice little scalp massage. Normally for hair wash days, I'll put this in like as my hair is like partially dry. And I'll do like two little, I don't know, like, I was gonna say serumfuls, like 2 little droppers full of it. And then I will try to, every night put 1 in my hair. So I washed my hair earlier today, so I guess we'll just put 2 in and just give my head a nice little scalp massage to stimulate a little hair growth, hopefully. I feel like my hair has not been growing that much lately because I got like a good amount of my hair cut off at my last haircut like a couple months ago, and I feel like my hair still is not like grown back. I don't know if it's because it's winter or it's not in like a growing cycle right now, but I don't know. I feel like my hair hasn't really grown out for my haircut, and my haircut was like very choppy, and I feel like my hair still looks like relatively choppy. It doesn't look as bad as it used to. Like, it is slowly growing out, but like, man, my hair looked choppy for like a month and a half. Like, it was a bummer. I'm gonna go in with my Vegan Silk Overnight Peptide Serum. More peptides. I normally will do 2 pumps of this after I wash my hair when my hair is still partially wet. So I'll go in with those 2 products when my hair is partially wet on hair wash day. And I will try to also put 1 pump of this in my hair on just regular nights where I didn't wash my hair. Okay, I'm gonna put just like a touch more in my hair because my hair has been getting so wet in the rain and things. So I'm just gonna give it like a little bit of extra love at the ends. Not that the rainwater does anything to my hair, I don't think anyway, but I'm just gonna really make sure the ends are nice and hydrated here, hopefully. All right, that's the hair, the lash and brow, and the face nightly skincare, and a little bit of me talking about my Disneyland trip and it raining very, very hard at Disney. Mostly one day. The first day like wasn't too bad. Second day was insanely rainy, and third day was not rainy. So that was a nice little surprise. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am back with more high quality streams now. They've not been great the last couple days, I will admit that, because the Wi-Fi was like not great at the hotels I was staying at, and I also just feel like kind of like a nuisance when I like force my family like out of the frame as I'm streaming. So I try not to like stream too much on like family vacations. It just is like, I don't know, I just feel kind of weird about it. But anyways, I have the day off of work tomorrow, so I'm super excited. My flight also got in super late, so that's like a good thing that I took the day off. So I will see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your evening. Happy New Year's, and I will see you tomorrow, or I guess like later today now, because it's past midnight where I'm at. But have a good one. Bye.